What's up, Hot to Go? Your daily dose of pop culture stories. Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Mike.
And are Pedro Pascal and Jennifer Aniston dating?
Please, God, say it so.
They were seen out and about together, and the rumor mills are chirping. Everyone I've talked to about this is very excited. I guess they had like a 3-hour dinner together. It's funny. You go, I would never have, if you would have told me, pick one man for Pedro Pascal or reverse. If you pick one man for Jennifer Aniston.
Unless you read the blind items, then you're exactly right.
Wait, what?
Say again.
Go ahead, continue.
No, but what do you mean?
Well, because the blinds for a long time have questioned whether Jennifer Aniston would be his type. And I mean that in the most literal form. Maybe no woman would be his type.
Oh,
so
you're saying
you
he's
had
gay.
a little Freudian slip there, possibly. I don't know. Again, we've seen relationships before with Pedro Pascal, but there's just been rumors and talk about that for a long time.
I know. And he does fall in the realm because this happened to Hugh Jackman as well. Sometimes it falls in the realm of like unconventional man. Like he's kind of goofy, dances. So I don't know if he's like falls into that realm where society just goes gay.
I don't know what to do with you.
I don't know.
For sure.
Or if it's true, either one is fine. But I don't know. Pedro Pascal is 49. Jen is 56. So age-wise, they're perfectly aligned. I'm not perfectly, but close.
They're in the same gap. Jennifer Aniston has great taste in men. I mean, Brad Pitt's had his moments since, but when they were together before the cheating scandal, I don't even, honestly, just his face alone.
And that's what you're basing it on?
Yeah. I don't know about his personality.
What
I don't know
about
anything about him. But Justin Theroux, if we want to base it off faces too.
Nobody is basing it just off faces.
Let me tell you.
Kendall, I
Great
guess if we're
taste in
going
men.
I thought you were going to have some this person's also,
moment?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you thought that about me.
I thought,
wrong.
I thought wrong.
You did.
Yeah, there's a lot of conversations of, I could see them being together. I could see this working out. He's a goofball for sure.
Mm-hmm. I would marry anyone Jennifer Aniston's married. I think that's what I'm getting at.
All right.
Yeah.
And Pedro Pascal falls in that category. I mean, The Mandalorian alone.
Yeah. No, he's funny. I like how he's goofy. I like
his accent.
Yeah, and he just did that AirPods commercial where he's dancing the whole time. It was so good.
It's really funny because Sarah the other day was asking me, my wife, she was like, man, Pedro Pascal, I love how confident he is and how he'll just attack anything and he'll do anything and he sounds great. And then you start digging into it. He has been super honest and open with his struggle with anxiety and talked about the fact that you'll see Comic-Cons, and this has happened a lot, especially with the fact that he's got Fantastic Four on the way, is there was this very iconic moment where they're on the stage and his co-star Vanessa Kirby is standing right next to him. And you can just see whether it was this movie or even issues with Last of Us and with Bella Ramsey. At one point, you can just look at him and you can just see how uncomfortable he is. He reaches up and grabs Vanessa Kirby. She grabs his arm and holds him really, really tight and really, really close. He has such great relationships with everyone he's worked with, but he's been very outspoken about that, which is why it's so amazing that somebody who doesn't know that would look at this guy and be like, oh man, he's so confident. He'll take on anything. It's a testament to him battling, those struggles that he has.
And that's just so cool. First off, that he verbalizes that, because a lot of people believe that you shouldn't show that at all because it'll you have to fake it till you make it. So if you name it, that can be bad. And then on top of that, that he's still out there doing it and being goofy. I mean, he goes on red carpet stuff, and this man is not classically trained, but he just seems to, like you said, Mike, to have these great relationships with his co-stars. I love watching him with Bella.
Ramsey.
Ramsey. I love watching them together. So
I I think that he's someone that is really likable on every level of everybody really likes him. There's no his Q score, I guess you could say. But he doesn't ever take it seriously enough to be I'm going to change who I am. I love how he has no problem standing up for his sister and the transgender community in general. Mm-hmm. I think that if you're going to have a voice something that really makes a difference, and that's what he chooses to do. I think it's fan-freaking-tastic. I want them to be dating. I don't know.
too.
Are we manifesting now? Because it feels like, oh, no, we're just friends. We had a 3-hour dinner. I don't have 3-hour dinners with, like, friends that are not girlfriends that I've had for ever and ever and ever. Like, you run out of things to talk about.
I mean, when do we have dinners one-on-ones with a guy friend?
Never. Ever.
I don't think I do either. I mean, I would, I guess. I think my army friends, they're so informal. We get like coffee together.
Right. I don't know. I don't. Maybe in college I did, you know?
Yeah.
And playing devil's advocate, regardless of sexuality questions aside, playing devil's advocate, this guy has Materialist coming up. That's that new Celine song, The Woman Behind Past Lives. Mm-hmm. It is that movie that he is in a kind of a love triangle. There's Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans in that one as well. Yes. That looks, by the trailer, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So
Speaking of fantastic, he is going to be Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four, which will then parlay him into the next Avengers movie, and then the Avengers movie after that. He is indeed in the TV series The Mandalorian, and he also has the Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out. And oh, by the way, next month is Last of Us Season 2. The guy's got stuff to promote.
Okay, what about Jennifer Aniston?
Morning Show Season 4 eventually will be coming. That's all I know about her.
Yeah, I don't see anything upcoming. She's got Morning Show.
But also the photos, they're from pretty far away. These aren't this isn't, to me, it doesn't look as much like the Hugh Jackman photos we saw with like Sutton Foster. You know, it looked very set up. Look at us arm in arm strolling down the boulevard. This looks like straight up paparazzi photos. Now they're at the Tower Bar at the Sunset Tower Hotel in West Hollywood, California.
It's a little public.
Fine. I'll excuse myself.
It would be a smart name to attach yourself to because we wouldn't see it coming. She's such an ego. Oh yeah, maybe those personalities would match. So, publicationship, our relationship. I think it's cute.
We do have a little update. According to
insiders
and TMZ, the two are not together.
Aww.
They were spotted together over the weekend chatting in the valet area of, like we just mentioned. However, sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ they're not dating. The dinner was with a group of people, and the two of them just happened to walk out alone. They were not alone for this dinner.
Well,
according to the insiders.
We got to live here for like 5 minutes pretending that they were together.
I'd like to still live here.
Okay.
So I'm going to scratch that from the record.
I have a relationship that we can believe in.
Okay.
That it looks like it could possibly have been for 3 years, going longer. This would be David Harbour and the other woman that he has been seeing.
Oh God.
No.
Brittany, that's not the angle I wanted you to go with.
Oh, but we love
As soon as you said David Harbour, I was like, wait, didn't he just
But
split
I thought
from
we
Lily
love.
Oh, God.
So, as we know, we thought the precipice of why they broke up, the chain reaction of David Harbour being on Raya was the reason Lily Allen and David Harbour initially broke up. But it looks like it's been going on for a while. He actually started cheating on Lily Allen, they're saying, as far back as 3 years ago with a costume designer from a movie they're not naming. Sources and
insiders
are saying that it has gone so far as even after this movie was wrapped, he would be paying for this makeup artist to fly her out to Atlanta while he shot Stranger Things to keep him company. So there's a lot around there. There's like a lot of sources that are saying, yeah, this person was around often for the past 3 years. Most people know this as like his friend that would just come on set or he'd bring places. And it would make sense because like
makeup artist.
Yeah, but not only makeup artists, but like it makes sense why. Because the Raya thing, I was like, I feel like they'd been broken up prior to him going on Raya because it's so public. Once you go Raya, it's like these people have actually probably been separated for a while now.
Because they want us to know at that point.
Yes. So I was like, there must be something else. And then she's going, I'm going to write an album on this. She also made it very clear she needed like a mental health break. This 3-year relationship, I mean, neither of them from Lily Allen or David Harbour's camp is confirming, but it would make sense why he feels so like we're done. She's been going through it.
Okay. What movie was it? Was it Black Widow?
Let's see.
That came out in 2021.
Let's see. What do I
maybe
remember?
that's
That was
too late.
pushed because that actually was filmed pre-pandemic, I believe. It was the first movie we had after the pandemic.
Then scratch that.
All I said is it says David cheated on Lily, an associate with a newspaper. They met on a movie they did together.
You didn't say where?
Witnessed interactions with
3
set.
years ago.
Gran Turismo.
How about this one? Well, I guess this would be where they live. For the woman to travel more than 400 miles to visit him while he was working on his Netflix TV series. So that would that put it out of
No, Atlanta would.
Mm-hmm. It's either Violent Night, that terrible Santa Claus movie, or Gran Turismo.
I don't know where Violent Night was set.
Me neither.
on a silent night.
In the North Pole.
Doy.
Okay, I bet it's that. It's a Netflix movie.
It was set in Greenwich, Connecticut. I don't know if it was filmed there or not, but that would be about 400 miles
See who
away
the makeup
from.
artist was
400 miles away from Atlanta. I could see that.
Anita Sasbo.
Shooting took place, in Canada, Winnipeg.
Okay, well, we have a name for who the makeup department was. Anita.
Okay,
Szabo?
let's. We don't know if it's her.
I don't know, but
So
I'm just
you're
saying.
throwing it
Put her on
out.
blast.
That's a makeup artist.
And I came back from reality of the break I took from reading. Oh wait, no, let's not just say people's names out loud.
I didn't say it right for sure. It's spelled a little different.
True.
Yeah.
It's interesting though because they had only been together for 4 years.
Yeah.
Lily Allen and David Harbour. And the one thing in this whole, and we've talked about these issues that they've been struggling with for a while, but they got married in 2020. But the one thing we've always noticed is David Harbour and his side never really came out to say, oh, no, that's not what happened. Or, oh, no, we're trying to look better in this. They're just like, yeah, you got him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody is fighting this at all. So I feel like
They've had a hard go, I will say, because they got married in 2020.
Yeah.
She has 2 kids. They moved from London to New York, where she enrolled her kids in school. Then he bought a house in Atlanta, Georgia. So there's a lot of living separate in a way where you go, when you first get married, that's got to be hard to do.
I think I found someone, but I'm not going to say
Yeah,
it.
let's not. Let's not, doll.
Because someone runs the makeup department doesn't mean that they were the makeup person.
Yeah. Let's not. But it'll be offline.
We'll let you know off. I'll let you two know offline.
Yeah.
And
Text,
then we'll
if you
see.
know Kendall, text Kendall.
Yeah, I have thoughts.
which movie?
Don't.
I can't. I'm not.
Okay.
No. You
We
guys.
might have been guessing it, but we guessed a few.
We did.
We don't know. We don't know. We don't know what she says. Okay, hi. Are we done with this story?
You
Want me
sure
to go
are.
on?
I'm giving you the eyes.
Okay. All right, Meghan Markle. Oh, poor Meghan Markle. This girl, cannot get out of anything when it comes to people just talking smack about her.
I know.
So there's this old editor, former editor, I should say, of Vanity Fair. His name's Graydon Carter. And he said that when they booked her in 2017 to be the cover of Vanity Fair, it was all because she was dating Prince Harry. They'd gotten engaged. They were like, we're going to do a cover of Meghan Markle because hello. And the cover actually said she's just wild about Harry. It's this gorgeous shot of her not wearing a ton of makeup. Her hair is big and beautiful. She looks incredible. Well, according to this former editor, he said, basically, people at the time were kind of like, I don't really know a lot about her other than she's been on Suits. But okay, let's just get on this because she's with Prince Harry. So they sit her down and they do the interview.
Mm-hmm.
And according to this guy, she was like, excuse me, I'm sorry, are we just going to only be talking about Prince Harry? Because I thought we were going to be talking about my charities and my philanthropy work. Now, this editor did not take it well. He goes, here's the deal. This woman is slightly adrift on the facts and reality. She actually thought we wanted to talk to her about her charity work. No, we didn't. We wanted to talk to her about Prince Harry. You're not, his words basically, you're not cool enough that we wanted to talk to you because of who you are. We want to talk to you because of who you're dating. Okay, you can take this 2 ways. Can both not be true, right?
Yeah.
Can this woman who was not a well-known celebrity, that's not debatable. She really wasn't. A well-known celebrity who has a ton of charity work that she was doing, not be like, hey, I get that you want to talk to me because I'm engaged to the Prince of England, but also can we not talk about some of the, does she have no right to go, hey, can we talk about some of the stuff I do? Some of these cool charities I work with?
I think that it takes a really delicate hand in that. Because you either come out and say it like she did and you feel kind of like a bull in a china shop, which especially if you have a UK based fan base is going to go, oh, that is so gauche. But, or do you try to figure out how to pivot within the interview? Mm-hmm. I don't know, right? Like there has to be nuances where you go, I got this interview because who I'm married to.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to make the best of it and figure out a way to spread the message I'm looking to spread.
Oh, I don't know. I 100% think you're right. I think that she's become much better at that.
Yes, me too.
The point of like media's being mad about it. They're like, no, but we want to talk. And she's like, oh, but actually, since I'm here, I'm going to talk about this and not just directly calling it out.
Yeah. Well, like my husband, you want to hear about him? He actually also loves this charity.
Yeah. It's so funny you should mention him.
That's so crazy.
He volunteers with me constantly.
He loves it.
It's funny because within the same article, this former editor is like, he started talking about Princess Diana and some of the experiences that he had with her because he'd been working for Vanity Fair since the 90s. And he talked about how like everybody knew that she was someone that really wanted to ask a lot of questions about the Kennedys. His words. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew this, that she was like, I wanted to know about Jackie Kennedy. She felt like the Kennedy family really treated Jackie the same way that the royal family was treating her, Princess Diana, and saw a lot of parallels there. So he's going in and like, oh, I just think that, this is so ironic because he goes, I like feel so bad for Diana. She was always looking for someone to connect with. But at the same time, he's making fun of Meghan Markle, who's married to her son and is experiencing the same thing, right? Like in a different way. Like she's not part of the royal family, has been ostracized by all of the UK. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just really interesting how, because Princess Diana has passed, he's like, oh, she was just so lovely. Like, well, would you have been saying the same crap about her in the 90s as you're now saying about Meghan Markle while addressing that, oh, I feel so bad. Diana would be heartbroken that Meghan took her son away from his brother. Like, it's just this really interesting
It is so intriguing. You also go, if anybody would be understanding of the sitch, maybe Diana. Like, it's just funny when the way that people speak about who has passed on. Also, the things that they were saying about Diana, if she was still alive, they would not act like she was. She'd be like, she broke up the royal family. Right? God forbid if she moved to the U.S., which she would have been smart to do so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just look at how they reacted when she was dating the man that she was with before she died.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, gosh. Like, speaking of gauche, like, that's just how they acted. It was like, oh, she's just there for the money.
Totally.
Meanwhile, you're going, well, maybe a little bit because she also needed some privacy. It was the only way she was going to get it.
Also, if we're pretending that people don't date because there's the money aspect, well, okay.
Come on now.
It's like the college scandal. What?
Right. It's like saying Meghan Markle. I remember when they started dating, it was like, oh yeah, I waited 20 minutes. He was 20 minutes late for our date, and like, girl, if he wasn't the prince, if he wasn't Prince Harry, you would never have waited 20 minutes.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't. If my friend set me up on a date with someone and I was like, okay, and I'm thinking like, this is great. I'm really excited to meet this person.
Only 20 minutes late to me. I
without telling her to. Like,
without texting
I don't think
her.
he said anything. I think the whole thing was that she was
I guess
sat and waited and sat at the table by herself.
I'd be intrigued. If somebody left me for 20 minutes, I'd be intrigued to like, all right, like, I think I would hit like 40 minutes and I go, what? No, I'm leaving.
Brittany, 40 minutes.
Because like 20 minutes isn't that long when you're like sitting nervous, excited.
No, I got to slap this out of you. If somebody makes you wait 20 minutes on a date.
I mean, I would have that, like, it would go in my brain for like, this isn't the person for me if they weren't texting. But like, I think I would want to hear the thing, like out of what happened for 20 minutes.
Mike.
No chance. No.
I might.
He was a prince. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
Only reason.
Again, no text, no nothing. Yeah.
Like even 30 minutes I can see over. 20 minutes is not that long, you guys. Like 20 minutes, you get a drink, you're hanging out.
No.
You don't respect my time on our very first date, you're not going to respect my time the rest of our relationship.
20 minutes could be traffic in where they live.
Then you should have planned for it.
Text. Let me know.
Yeah.
The text is pretty clutch. It's hard to imagine somebody waiting out 20 minutes without shooting a text.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Megan, you want some more Megan shade?
Yes.
Love some good Megan shade, especially from somebody that we just talked about last week. The end of last week, you may remember we had that story about Gwyneth Paltrow. And if we did recap it, talk about the fact that she's had pretty nice things to say about Megan, said she didn't really know her.
Yeah.
And even at one point said, maybe if I could ever get past her security detail, I'd bring her a pie. But really just kind of left it at that.
Yeah.
Well, then this weekend, everybody went crazy because on social media, a makeup-free Gwyneth Paltrow showed Megan how it's done. According to the haters online, she posted a video of her making scones, bacon, and eggs, soundtracked by Natalie Cole in her pajamas on an Instagram post. Now, people clearly, because their names have been together and tied multiple times recently, decided to jump on it and say things like, "Oh, fun, a video from your actual kitchen."
Oh, no.
Oh, making biscuits and hanging out with your dog and doing all of these different things, showing her basically how it's actually done without even saying a word or trying. And I guess even the music, the Natalie Cole, "This Will Be an Everlasting Love," was one of the songs that were used to promote the Megan show on Netflix.
Do we think this is an intentional shade? Also, those little scones look so
They
good.
do look really
The
good.
world thinks it's an intentional shade. And really, at the end of the day, isn't that the only thing that matters?
That's the only thing that matters.
Okay.
Where do you fall? I also love her pajamas so much. I love
the
a set.
pinstripe jammies.
Yes.
I think, here's what I think. I think Gwyneth Paltrow, we said this last week, Gwyneth Paltrow, when it comes to Goop, when it comes to her brand, when it comes to herself, has no F's left to give. She does not care. She has made a fortune off of not caring what you think of what she says. Why would she say, when straight up asked, "What do you think of Meghan Markle?" Why not kind of float over it if she really didn't want to, if she really felt shady about it? If she really was like, "I think she sucks and I hate that she's doing this," why not be like, "Well, to each your own"? Something that's like sort of shady.
Which is kind of what she did when she says, "Well, I guess I really don't even know her. We are neighbors. Maybe if I could get past her security detail, I'll bring her a pie." And we could maybe get to know each other. Because it felt like it was very much, when I read the transcript of that, it's kind of like, yeah, we know of each other, but we've never met.
But she started it with the whole, "I think everyone should be able to do what they want to do and love for it. Like, my mom taught me that women are not your competitors. Like, you need to make more space at the table," type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think she would have added all that.
Okay. I don't disagree. I'm just telling you what the internet said.
I don't know. What do you think, Brittany?
I don't know. I could go either way with it. It feels so many little things where you go, maybe she's just showing her how it's done. More like, "Hey, doll, come check this out." Like, not even super shady boots, because making breakfast isn't an original idea. Making breakfast in your pajamas not an original idea. But I will say this, I'd rather watch that 40 times over than watching freaking Megan making her fake pancake that we find out is not even the right imprints.
Hey, it was the right waffle.
It was not the first one.
That was the one for the kids. I think there were one for the kids and one for the adults.
We have 2 waffle makers now in your rented kitchen?
Well, one was just a green, Eggo. That's all that one was.
Like, that Eggo has gone bad, Megan. Throw it away, doll.
Looks like a booger Eggo.
There's a monograph mug that was involved. There's just a lot of things that people called out and just said, this feels so...
This feels intentional.
Natural.
Really?
This feels a little intentional in a cool way. Like, she's not even throwing shade. It's like, it's just a minor pea on the bush that is already hers.
Like, you're saying she's kind of just showing off, like,
this is how it's done,
that
doll.
you guys want to do this, Megan, but leave it to the pros.
And that's watching. Look at the out clothes that she's wearing. It's just so it feels like it's intentional. At first, I was like, they're both making breakfast. Who the hell cares? But it feels a little bit.
But she's been doing this forever, and
Goop?
Their audience is so different. They could not have more of they do have a pretty different audience.
Why?
Vagina waffles versus here's the waffle you make for your children.
Vagina waffles.
Well, I don't know. Vagina candles, vagina waffles. Eat them up.
Do not confuse those two.
They smell
Vagina
different.
waffles sounds like something like a growth.
Have you had that vagina waffle looked at yet?
Oh, get it removed. Oh, life's too short to live with a vagina waffle.